This is the FitPAWS Peanut. Once you have it properly inflated, we're going to start getting the dog used to the peanut. So be sure to have a lot of treats nearby because we want to positively reinforce the dog. Lots of praise. If you do use a clicker, make sure you have the clicker handy. Obviously, this is a moving object, and we want to try to stabilize it. I'm tall enough that I can put the ball between my legs. If you're not comfortable with this, you can put the peanut up against a wall or between two areas, maybe a sofa and a coffee table or a grooming table, something to help stabilize it. You can also use books to put underneath it, however you feel safe. So our first step is to introduce the dog to the peanut. So some dogs feel comfortable enough to lie down on the peanut. And once they get up and they're lying down, just gently bounce them so they start to feel comfortable. And then you could rock them side to side to cause some weight shifting, and also back and forth so they're kicking in their abdominals as well as other large muscles of their core. So just rocking back and forth, and even though it doesn't look like it, she's actually doing some work. She's just very trustworthy, and of course I've got her with the harness. I'm holding on to her while she's on the peanut. The smaller peanut is nice, but it doesn't offer a large surface area. So we can switch her to the larger peanut and have a little bit more surface area. So what I'm going to do is just pick Fergie up and put her up on the larger peanut here. Again, holding onto her harness. And you can see there's a larger surface area, so she's able to move around a little bit more. And I can ask her to stand up. Fergie, come on, and do some turning. It's a little bit easier also on the handler or the owner's back. I'm kneeling here, but you can certainly sit in a chair. And I'm able to get Fergie to do a little bit more activity as she's turning for treats. She feels a little bit more secure. So if you have an older dog that needs a little bit more security, or a dog that's just had surgery, or a dog that just has a little bit more difficulty adjusting to different situations, you can go with the larger peanut. Some dogs, this may be the first step, and it may take a few days just to get them used to it. So you can also use peanut butter, you can put cheese onto the peanut and get them used to things. We want him to become familiar with the ball, and I'm giving him treats right now. And we don't want to lift the dog up. We're going to encourage the dog, just as Miles did, to put his front feet up on the ball. And you can see Miles has a vest on, which is very handy for you to hold on to the dog when he does get on top of the ball. It doesn't matter how you get the dog up on the ball, what position they get up in, as long as they get up. A lot of dogs will stand initially, some will sit down. The first thing you're going to do is gently bounce the dog. So I'm holding onto his harness, I'm also holding on to his rear. We have somebody helping, and this is great to start with, to have an assistant feed the dog treats. It's a great time to feed them dinner so they don't start to put weight on, because we're trying to do some conditioning here. We don't want them to gain weight. So we'll gently bounce, and gently bounce is a light rocking motion. You don't want to take the dog and get them airborne. And notice I have the ball secure, so the dog is not in fear of falling off. And also, if you notice him just standing up on the peanut, he's working the large muscles of his legs and also the large muscles of the shoulder. He's doing a lot of work just standing here. We can make it a little bit more difficult by shifting his weight a little bit. And we can also move him back and forth. Altering his head position will also make it more difficult for him. It'll throw his balance off. So our goal is to start with about 3 to 5 minutes each day. Some dogs, 3 minutes will tire them out. Others, it may take a little bit longer. It may take 5 to 10 minutes. When beginning the program, we want to start with performing this every day. It takes 10 to 14 days to make a strength improvement in our dogs as it does in us. And you'll know the dog starts to become fatigued. Their muscles will start to shake. They may also start to lose concentration. They may just lie down and not want to do anything anymore. And then it's time to discontinue the activity.